Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I am going to be talking about the transit Mercury in Libra. Well, anyway, the first thing is what's interesting about this is, okay, Mercury makes its transition, of course, from Virgo into Libra. Virgo is about being very punctilious with details, saying everything in a real super clear, perspicacious manner, very precise manner, getting all the facts right. Now, Mercury in Libra, well, what this is about more, it's not always saying what's 100% accurate during this transit. It's about saying a lot of things in a way that comes off as very diplomatic, very tactful, and really saying it things in a way where even if maybe it could be, the truth could be stretched a little bit in order to spare others' feelings. People generally don't want combative situations as far as arguments and contentious situations go during this period. It's more about peaceful negotiations and in talking. And really, this is about more, the mind is more set, say, on talking negotiation, trying to reconcile situations. If you're in a situation that's adversarial with somebody and you want to make peace, and this could be that time where it could be very favorable and auspicious for doing so, because you may have a better chance than average to say things in the way which will go over very smoothly and in a way which won't offend the other person. Even if you're saying something, it comes out, it's a little bit critical, it can go over in a nicer way during this time, and you may know just what to say in order to reconcile the situation with somebody. And really, this is a time too, I think what's interesting about this is that in the United States, as many of you may know, we're currently having the presidential debates going on, and the most recent one had taken place just recently, and the Mercury is in Libra right now at the time of this video I'm making, and it was in Libra in that last debate that took place. I believe it was the second presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, and the next one, I believe that's the third one, is going to take place, I believe, October 19th, and Mercury will still be in Libra. And people, during this time, I mean, you can be the quintessential debater. I mean, even though Mercury in Libra is really about compromise and negotiation and trying to hear the other person's viewpoint a little more, and sometimes acquiescing very quickly in order to avoid a strong, heated verbal confrontation, I think that the reason why the sign Libra could be so adept at debate, because they could see that other side of the situation, that opposite side of the other whatever the other person is saying, that they're whatever side that person's on that's debating against them, they could go completely the other way and see that opposite side of the issue. So I think that may have something to do with their kind of balancing this, so to speak. So balancing this argument, they hear one side, but they're able to slant it and see that whole other perspective as well, the opposite side. And this is about a time where, too, when Mercury transits Libra, that people could be a lot more fair-minded and equitable than usual. This could be a very auspicious and beneficial period. Perhaps if you're trying to sell something, get something appraised, or let's say you're going to a pawn shop, you're more likely, I think, during this time than a lot of other transits to get that fair price, and somebody not just trying to just give you a deal where they're giving you the smallest amount possible, and they give you more of a fair deal during this time than usual. Selling a home, for example, you're more likely, I think, to get the best bang for your buck, so to speak, and get what your home is worth a little more, because people are more fair-minded often during this time as opposed to other transits. And really, this could be strongly about weighing and balancing situations, and this could be a time where your mind mentally, you might be procrastinating on making a decision, and people are telling you to do something or get off the pot, so to speak. If you understand what I'm saying, you might hear more of that during this time, because when Mercury transits Libra, people could be a lot more indecisive and ambivalent as opposed to a lot of other transits. So also it could be a time for, when in the United States, I understand. I'm not sure about all the other countries. Some other countries may do this for us, but I know in the United States we have Thanksgiving, we have Christmas at a certain time, and I think a lot of it is people, when Mercury transits Libra, it's really not that far from the holidays coming up, and it could be time where people are balancing their budgets and getting trying to put money aside for these holidays, and really, and a lot of it could be getting things ready for decorating the home, making the home might actually be more aesthetic looking during this time. If you're putting decorations up, maybe as far as like say Thanksgiving coming up, and really this could be a time too when you have this transit, like in the United States, when we have the kids are in school during the transit, Mercury transiting Libra, they could be balancing, so to speak, their scholastic activities as far as their studies, and along with extracurricular activities. So there's a lot where people are just trying to balance things and disperse things very evenly during this time. If you're a parent, you might be emphasizing more about being fair to the children, and if you have more than one child, say, giving that equal time to all the children, dispersing your energy as evenly as possible with them. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the transit Mercury in Libra, and stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about the transit Mercury in Scorpio. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.